Welcome, Interior Alaska, to our Saturday Sportscast. Austin Buchanan here. Time to take a look at some sports. Last night at the Carlson Center, it was a big night in hockey as our men and women in uniform were in the spotlight. That's right, Military Appreciation Night as the Nanoks faced the Huntsville Chargers. Joe Cook has the recap.
It was Military Appreciation Night at the Carlson Center. As the military was well represented, the Army Band was on hand, and the Air Force team hosted the Commander's Cup, which they won earlier today. The military could appreciate the effort the Nanoks put on display tonight against the Alabama Huntsville Chargers. It was a goalie duel in this one. The first period went scoreless after Chargers goalie Carmine Guerriero made 11 saves in the opening period. Davis Jones, he made 3 stops to keep things spotless. Fast forward to the third period, and it was a tie game at 1-1. Max McHugh of Alabama and UAF's Alec Hadukovic traded goals in the second period. The netminders matched each other save for save from that point on, especially Guerriero, who made some huge stops as the Nanoks just pounded the Chargers zone and kept putts on net, but barely missing on some wonderful chances and shots. Jones made his share of nice saves, thwarting a series of odd man rushes, and this game will go into overtime. UAF, though, they were not deterred. At the 1:23 mark of the extra period, the Nanoks finally found success. Krieger passes it to Nolan Heisman, who crashes it towards the net, and it's money time. Taylor Munson is right there for the putback and the score, ending the stalemate. Alaska wins 2-1 in overtime on Munson's 4th tally of the season. Guerriero made 44 saves for the Chargers, but Jones countered with 16 timely saves, and UAF gets its 9th win of the season. They celebrate with the Army and Air Force Commanders Cup teams, pictures afterwards. UAF can go for win number 10 in their first WCHA sweep on Saturday night.
Well, I think it was off a face-off, and I got behind their forwards and their D, and I was kind of wide open in front of the net, and I was kind of just calling for it and hoping they could get it to me, and they did, and I was able to put it home. Yeah, like you said, their goalie had a great game tonight. We got 45 shots on him and only scored 2 goals, but our game plan was to just keep getting bodies and pucks to the net, and hopefully one of them would go in. A lot of confidence. We came off a good weekend last weekend against Mankato, and we played hard tonight, and we just got to keep that going into tomorrow.
Wow, what a game. So let's switch gears from the ice to the hardwood. That's right. High school basketball in town this weekend. Once again, Joe Cook.
Now some high school hoops. First quarter action between the Rams and Mustangs in their high school basketball season openers. And check out this sequence. Monroe's Jalen McCullough steals the ball, but turns it over. Then he steals it again and gets the and one. He missed the free throw, but the Rams led 8-2 at that point. The Rams will go on from there. Using one of their patented runs, JT Minder nailed a 3 from the wing. McCullough would nail a 3, and Edwin Erickson also drained a 3-pointer. The Rams led 17-3 at the end of the first, and they will go on to win 62-21 over Chugiak. The Rams will host Alston on Saturday night for a doubleheader.
All right, thanks, Joe. Well, also on the court, the West Valley Wolfpack hosting the Chugiak Mustangs for the first game of the 2014-2015 basketball season. Both teams looking for what I like to call an early booster win. Let's go to the tip-off. Things started off with a technical foul before things even got started, sending the Wolfpack to the free throw line, but they can't get the freebie. The Wolfpack start off with the basketball in the first half against the Mustangs. The opening quarter was not the type of game plan either team was looking for. Each team went head-to-head on the court with all defense early on. But West Valley's Daniel Hornbuckle, along with teammate Sean Kinsey, put in some early goals, scoring 5 points each in the opening period. Hornbuckle finds the big two-handed dunk to get the home crowd on their feet. The first half will come to a wrap as West Valley finds their game plan, scoring a total of 23 points in just the second quarter, bringing the halftime score to 37-10, with Daniel Hornbuckle leading the half 11 points. Sean Kinsey contributes with 8 points, and Tyler Krishman with 6 points. The final quarter comes to a close at 64-25 as the Wolfpack go on to claim the first game of the season victory. So high school basketball tips off their season, but let's not forget about high school hockey. Last night, the Hutchinson Hawks put on a show against Houston at the Big Lake Classic. This contest was a rematch of the 2014 Great Land Hockey Championship game. Rust had made his presence known, scoring late in the first period. Newman gave the Hawks a 1-0 lead after an unassisted goal at the 12:55 mark early in the first. Houston answers back shortly after Yuri Nakin with the tying goal at the 8:48 mark of the first, and then the Hawks went on a scoring rally in the final period of play, coming off Simmons' power play late in the second, giving the Hawks a 3-1 lead. Hawks continued the rally in the third period as Holden, Bowman, and Baxter each find the back of the cage to give the Hawks a 6-1 victory. Netminder Zach Hansen finished with 12 saves for the Hawks. That will wrap it up for our Sportscast tonight. Katie Looper has your full weather forecast coming up next. Stay tuned.